Alan Ritchson made a splash in Hollywood in the early 2000s, and his stardom grew with the lead role on Reacher, and his wife, Catherine Ritchson, has been there through it all. Alan and Catherine are high school sweethearts, who have their ballet class in Florida to thank for their decades-long love story. After the millionth time of us sitting next to each other, inches away, tying our shoes, so now it's super awkward, I was like, so I heard you ice skate, Alan told Men's Health in February 2024, recalling how he asked his friend to figure out what Catherine liked before he got the courage to ask her out. The actor, who will star in Nicholas Sparks' Counting Miracles, beamed as he recounted the successful conversation. She was like the sweetest thing in the world, he said of his now wife. The pair split after their first summer together but rekindled their romance a few years later. The twosome tied the knot in May 2006 and now share 3 sons. Scroll down to relive Alan and Catherine's romance. High school. Alan and Catherine were 17 and 16, respectively, when they met at a ballet class in their home state of Florida. I'll never forget seeing him for the first time in the studio. I turned to my friend Miriam and I said, "Who is that?" Catherine recalled during a September 2023 episode of her The Road to Wisdom podcast. "He, at some point, came up to me and we just got chatting." Catherine revealed that Alan broke up with her at the end of their first summer as a teenage couple. Alan insisted that her living 30 minutes away and the fact that he couldn't afford gas led to the breakup. Catherine, however, claimed Alan assumed at the time it was just a fling. When Catherine was studying at the University of Florida, Alan came to town for a modeling shoot and the two reconnected. The couple has been together ever since. May 2006. The Ordinary Angels actor married Catherine. 2012. Alan announced the birth of their third son, Amory, via Instagram. He called his wife, "the strongest person I know," and applauded her for making it through the pregnancy. October 2017. Very proud of this guy and the premiere of his short film Treehouse Time Machine, Catherine wrote via Instagram, praising her spouse for directing and writing the project. February 2018. Happy Valentine's Day from the Ritchsons, Alan captioned a family photo on social media. "Hope everyone makes lots of babies today." Proud wife moment of at Alan Ritchson for the premiere of Seberg at the Venice Film Festival, Catherine captioned a series of Instagram photos honoring Alan's producing credit. May 2022. The Blue Mountain State alum celebrated his 16-year wedding anniversary with a social media tribute to his wife. "We've been through thick and thin. Both the thick and the thin parts were my fault," he teased. "She did all the good stuff. She's very nice. She is a mother. They'll let anyone have kids these days. I just mean in general. She should be allowed for sure." Alan joked, also, "I never dreamed all those years ago, when we were getting married, that 16 years later we would be living the kind of life where we could afford any car in the world and she would still insist on driving a minivan. But that's just who she is. If marriage has taught me anything, it's that you will continue to learn about your spouse's faults and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to drive the minivan. Because you promised no matter how bad it got you would drive a minivan if she made you, until one of you dies." The family of 5 enjoyed a trip to France, visiting the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre and more landmarks. May 2023. Catherine reflected on the pair's 17 years of marriage, sharing a few lessons she's learned along the way. "Real love is not found in star charts, flirtation, or charming manipulation. In fact, real love isn't found at all," she wrote via Instagram. "True, deep, sturdy love is built brick by brick. Some days the mortar runs too thin, other days the bricks aren't laid perfectly straight, and there are days when the rain is coming down too much for that day's work to settle well. But the effort and intention between each brick is there and it's real and its duo of builders are wise in laying each one with care and patience." Catherine added, "As the days, months, and years pass you look around and realize you've built a kingdom. Some parts will lay unfinished, others may have been knocked down and need to be rebuilt. But the important part is that you both keep building by tenderly place each brick with dedication and honor in your heart for one another."